So today I'm going to talk about my 3 breakout players for the Packers in 2020. How's it going, ladies and gents? Basarski here, and today I wanted to go over the 3 breakout players I think that are going to improve the most in 2020. So these 3, one's a dark horse, the other 2 had a decent amount of playing last year, 2 offensive players and 1 defensive player. I'll get right into it and start with Lazard. I'm very high on Lazard. I think he's going to be the clear-cut number 2 receiver next to Devontae. You have guys behind him like Devin Funchess, Jake Kumaro, MVS, EQ, Reggie Bagleton. You got a bunch of those guys, but I think Lazard made a solid jump already last year. You know, coming from an undrafted, I think he was on the Jags for a year. He just broke out and just instantly learned the playbook really well and just seemed to be on the same page as Aaron, and I think that's going to be a key contributor to him being number 2 receiver. Last year, 35 receptions, 477 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I think this upcoming year, he's going to be an 800-yard receiver. That might seem very optimistic. I think he's going to hit around 60 receptions, 800 yards, and 6 touchdowns. It's the general average. I think he's going to grow as well. I think he's going to get more solid at route running, separation, just learning more of the playbook, and I think he's going to be used a lot more. Last year, he wasn't really used in the beginning of the year. MVS started over him, and then MVS had a bad year, so in came Lazard to save the day and had some really amazing plays and started to really do a lot for this offense towards the end of the year. Even Aaron Rodgers said it himself. So I see Lazard making that I guess you could call it a second-year jump. I know he wasn't a rookie last year, but second year on the Packers. So I think he's going to make the second-year jump, become the solidified number 2 next to Devontae, and I think it's going to be a lot better and more consistent of a passing game offense. You know, second year under Matt LaFleur, so they're learning that system more. Aaron's learning it more. Devontae's learning it more. Lazard's learning it more, so I think it's going to be more consistent, more fast offense, not as slow, sluggish. Hey, what are you guys doing? Get up to the line, that sort of thing. And I think Lazard's going to be right there with them. And there's 11 personnel with Devontae on the other side. So Lazard is my first breakout player. I think he's has the most potential to break out on this Packers football team. At number 2 is my dark horse. This is Jace Sternberger from Texas A&M. Last year, literally only played 6% of snaps on offense. So very, very, very little to work with here. But, as a third-round draft choice, he has a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential in stretching the field and working down the middle of the field with Aaron Rodgers. Time and time again, we're talking, hey, Aaron needs a tight end. Ever since Jermichael Finley, sadly got the career-ending injury, ever since then, it's been just trial and error of tight ends. I'd say Cook was a good tight end, but the Packers didn't re-sign him. But, Jared Cook, Martellus Bennett, which I'm not going to talk about, and Jimmy Graham, which also I shouldn't talk about. But I think last year he would have got a lot more volume if Jimmy Graham wasn't there, because Jimmy Graham was a target vulture. Him and Geronimo Allison were both target vultures. So I think this year, with him being with Mercedes Lewis and Big Bob Tunyon, I think Jace should pop out as the number 1 tight end. I think they're going to go more 2 tight end sets that would have him and Mercedes Lewis out there. Mercedes Lewis is practically another offensive lineman out there, so I wouldn't see him being a huge threat in the receiving game. I think Jace, that's his best quality. He's also decent at run blocking. I just think he's a real big dark horse. Last year, literally only had 3 catches and a touchdown. That touchdown came in San Fran in garbage time after, our run defense got the brakes beat out of them. But Jace Sternberger, I have high hopes for him. I think that's what the Packers offense needs to create the next level, is a good tight end to create that middle of the field area and work against linebackers and beat them. Jace didn't run a great 40 in his pro day or combine, but I think he plays faster on the field, and I think he's just going to keep getting better and better. I love the guy. I really, really hope he does good this year, and I think he will. So that's Jace Sternberger, my number 2 dark horse breakout player of the year. Lastly, I have my defender breakout player of the year, and this is Chandan Sullivan. So he was on the Eagles his first year. I believe he was undrafted. Came to the Packers and instantly just kept working his ass off and started to contribute. Last year, 6 pass defended, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. I think the key to him becoming a breakout player is the fact that the Packers haven't signed Tramon Williams back yet. I love Tramon Williams. Great part of my childhood was, watching Tramon Williams in that defense with Sam Shields and Seawood and all them. Tramon Williams, I think, I just saw a thing, he ranked top 10 in pass deflections all time, which is, I didn't even know that, but it's crazy, his story. Tramon Williams being undrafted, cut by the Texans, Packers took a look at him, all that. We get this weird consistency going with the Packers with these undrafted guys coming in, contributing a little bit and then breaking out all of a sudden. So I think Chandan Sullivan's like that. I think he's going to be a great nickel corner. He showed a lot of promise last year playing that position. And as I do want the Packers to resign Tramon, I think Chandan Sullivan is the future at nickel corner for the Packers. So I really see him breaking out this year. As long as Kevin King and Jair stay healthy, which, Kevin King gets hurt a lot, but hopefully he does stay healthy. It is a contract year for Kevin. But even if Kevin did get hurt, I think we'd have no issue having Chandan step in and take that role. I think he's just has a lot of potential, and I think he's very, very underrated. I don't think many people think of him when they're talking about the Packers defense or even starters on the Packers defense. And I think he's going to be a solid starter this year, and he's going to get a couple interceptions, be around the ball a lot, good solid nickel corner. So that's why I have him at the third place in my breakout players of 2020. So those are my three. I want to hear your three down in the comments. I want to hear your 1, 2, and 3 of who you think is going to break out this year, whether it be a rookie, A.J. Dillon, something like that, or even offensive lineman. Who do you think is Elton Jenkins going to take that next step? He's already really good, but is he going to take that next step to elite guard status, which possibly could happen? But I wanted to go over 3 guys that I think have the best probability and chance to get put into a starting role and succeed. Will they succeed? We'll come to see. But those are my 3. Allen Lazard, Jace Sternberger, the tight end, Chandan Sullivan, who's probably going to be playing nickel corner. And on that note, I will catch you on the next one. Go Pack, go!